Hey, what's up? Triangle, David Huffman, TJ Hopkins, Israel Rivera, and it is TJ's birthday. Happy birthday, TJ!
Happy birthday.
So, you got any big plans for the birthday? Doing anything fun?
I don't know. I kind of went hard last night.
Yeah?
Oh, you went hard last night. You went hard in the paint. You ain't coming back.
So,
You see that? It's even called Happy Birthday TJ episode.
Oh.
no, I don't know. Like I might, hit up some of my guys, just chill with them, watch the Bulls if they want to. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we're going to talk about a couple things today. We're going to talk about college basketball, especially our hometown team. And we're going to talk about the NBA and our hometown team. And we're going to talk about the NFL draft and probably not our hometown team. So first we'll start with NIU basketball. So we won 20 games for the first time in 20 years. This is a big step up. Like, this is really exciting. We're going to be playing. We're hosting a home game in the MAC tournament on Monday. How exciting is this for the Is there the buzz around the campus?
I think they held the MAC tournament game not too long ago, 2 years ago. So they won that and then went to Cleveland. So I don't think the buzz is really.
I think the buzz is more now
because they've been winning.
They win.
Yeah, but I mean, senior day. I mean, I got some concerns. I mean, fans did not come out to celebrate their seniors or the last home. I mean, did they know that? Oh, hey, we're gonna see these guys and when it really counts in the tournament. At home.
But
we're not gonna show up to this game.
I'm excited because my freshman year, I remember NIU making it on ESPN, and it wasn't for a good reason.
Yeah.
Mine's
they scoring
they scored 4
4
points.
points
and a half. Literally,
I thought it was 5. I thought they hit a free throw, and then it was two baskets.
It was 4. Like legit, one time it was 6, and then they broke that was 4. I'm all like, wow. Like my uncle literally texted me like, man, your school out there scoring 4 points and a half.
Yeah, that's.
And then you fast forward to last year, they won 14 games. Now you fast forward to this year, they won 20.
That's what we talked about this before with the patience of the coach. You give Mark Montgomery some time to get his recruits in there and get his guys in, and he's really turned around the organization.
He's got some really good recruits. I mean, Levi Bradley out of Milwaukee area. He recruited the Rockford area. Got Latwan Porter, who's come from a good program. Auburn, I believe, high school out of Rockford. They're always in it to win it in the state championship. So he's got some championship blood in them. And most of these guys, I mean, they played at a high level in high school, just at a different type of high level, than other recruits. Anyways, AAU, basically runs that, but that's a different story to tell. But I think he's been doing good, and the future looks bright. It's only 2 seniors, big-time seniors, Baker and Aregbu probably leaving after this year, and all main contributors are either freshmen or sophomores. You get an underclassman, basically.
So I think this we're going to be building on.
I think this is a big building block. Even if they don't win a tournament, and they don't go to the NCAA tournament,
or they go
to if they go. Yeah, so they're gonna be good for quite some time. I think for the next at least 3-4 years. Hopefully, this could open up some more recruits coming in from the Chicago area. I mean, and not lower recruits that we've seen before, but actual decent recruits.
And one of the problems Illinois schools have had is keeping players home.
State.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because there's not really a good option in Illinois where you're gonna go. I mean, Illinois has been way down. I mean, Northwestern is the bottom feeder of the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And they don't really have any reason. There's no reason for you to stay in Illinois. There's no school you can really go to.
And it's not even just the Chicago area. I mean, we've let guys like Fred VanVleet leave. To Wichita State. And we've let guys like the kid that went to Ohio State leave out. I mean, and that's not NIU probably wouldn't be able to gotten him. Bates from Ohio State. But I mean, still, we could still get those mid-major Illinois recruits.
I mean, we can get those 3- and 4-star Illinois people to come here to NIU and build something big, build something here.
Build something, because you look, man. I mean, if you look at the history of even college basketball, I mean, a lot of the really great moments in the NCAA tournament, I mean, look at VCU went down to the Final Four. These are mid-major schools.
That's what's great about college basketball.
Exactly.
These mid-major, as opposed to the college football.
Right.
Like these mid-major schools, you actually have an opportunity to actually like shine and like actually look good in like big stages because you actually get big time moments in the NCAA tournament. That's how like a player like Damian Lillard's able to go pro, like coming out of some nothing school that you never heard
Weber
of.
State, and he was a top 100 player in the
McCollum
ESPN.
out of Lehigh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
McCollum
Steph
out of
Curry
Lehigh,
out of Davidson.
out of
Davidson
The run he made, like
basically put the organization on the. Where have they been since him? Like
there's a lot of
like I know he was a bust, but Adam Morrison, he was at Gonzaga, like he was the heart and soul of that team. Like granted, like they didn't win it, but it was like he was the reason they got there.
He was so good in college.
He was really good in college. He was so gold in college, but that game didn't translate to the NBA. Too much hype. They tried to hype him up like Larry Legend.
He was too much of a tweener.
Wasn't a legend.
He wasn't a power forward. He wasn't a small forward. He didn't really have a position.
He didn't have a handle that you needed in the NBA either.
To play small forward at least.
Yeah.
He cut his hair.
Oh, I mean, come on, PJ, no, let's stop it.
He cut his
no,
hair.
I mean,
he cut his hair.
Adam,
He lost the strength.
This is another story. We're going on top, but he did not live up to that hype of he's the next Larry Bird.
This is the thing.
This
is not the first time we've talked about Adam Morrison on this podcast.
But
I know,
but if NIU does make the tournament and we win that that first round game.
Oh, and make it to the round of 32.
Listen. There is no reason.
If we could make it to the round of 32, that would be pretty.
There's no reason that we couldn't win the MAC tournament and get into the NCAA tournament. Like
that's an automatic seed.
We got Akron. We've beaten Akron before. We've beaten a lot of teams that are going to play in the MAC.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason that we couldn't surprise some teams and actually win the MAC tournament.
And it would have been cool if we could have played all conference games at home because they have such a great home record. They're like 8-1 or 7-1. So I mean, all those teams that are in the MAC tournament are very beatable. They have what it takes to beat every single team on the way. If they played like they did the other night against Ball State, they're gonna ease. And that, I think that's a really good thing that they ended the regular season on that note because that momentum might carry on into the tournament. And they just might hit lights out from three for the next. All they got to win is like 3-4 games.
Because the MAC tournament, the MAC tournament is a lot like what college basketball is right now. Like all these teams are kind of even. They're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Akron is a 20-win team. Like they're a 20-win team. We're a 20-win team.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of who else in the conference is a 20-win team, but I'm pretty sure there's just more than NIU and Akron. I
think Central Michigan might be a 21 team.
There's at least 3 or 4 21 teams in the conference.
Yeah, I don't know if Kent State is a 21 team.
But yeah, we can easily win. We can easily win the MAC. Like if we could win the MAC tournament, we could get into the NCAA tournament. And then once you get in, like you never know what can happen. I mean, we could have a team that one of our players could get really hot, like from a different place, and like we could beat a team.
Yeah.
Not to say we're probably not gonna win everything.
But I think, we're a 7 seed. I think if we make it to the tourney. I think we're most likely. I think if we go through the tournament, we win the first home game, we win the second game. We're probably gonna have to play Akron in the semifinals.
There are 3 20-win teams. Akron's 24-7. Ohio's 20-10. Yeah. We're 20-11.
Right. That's who we play in the second round. We play Iowa.
No, we play Western Michigan, sir.
No, I mean after if we beat
after
them.
we play Iowa or Ohio. You mean?
Yeah.
We could beat Ohio. Let's just like I said, man. Hopefully that game that at the end of the season carries on into the tournament play, and they can make something happen. It'll really be good for those young guys.
Yeah.
For next year, even if they make the NIT, man, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. If NIT still good.
Yeah.
I think in the world of sports we tend to go for more than what we want.
For a school like Northern, getting into the NIT would be a huge step forward from anything we've done over the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, because their basketball has been not that great.
Yeah, our basketball team has been embarrassing at times.
Embarrassing, yes, you are right. For the last
and now
20
we're
years.
coming to hopefully we're coming to a day and age where both our football team is great and our basketball team is on the way to being great.
That would be and then maybe we can actually talk about them moving to a bigger conference. I wrote about them going to the Big 12. They sit perfectly where the Big 12 wants, like what they want out of teams. They want major market teams. They want to expand all over. We sit right there in the Corn Belt region. And we
went to the Big 12. We'd have a lot. We get better recruits. We'd have a better fan base.
Oh, definitely.
And then we started playing teams like Texas and like Oklahoma. We would get we start to steal some of those recruits from
definitely, especially like those Texas recruit, like those South recruits. Even in football, I mean, we can go after guys that are in Florida now. The 4-star recruits are like, hey, Northern's in the Big 12 now, and you could see it like they want to go to a bigger conference. It's just, the plans are coming along slowly. They're building the stadium. They're gonna do all of this remodeling
it's taking them
everywhere.
Forever to build that stadium.
I know, but I mean, they're gonna add some more
I think
seating.
it has a lot to do with NIU and their budget situation as it stands with this whole university.
I think at least, man, Northern needs to break out. At least go to the American, try it out in a little bit of a bigger conference, and see how it is. And then maybe in a couple years down the road, move to the Big 12. I think that would be a really good move for them.
Man, I would love to see that something like that happen with NIU.
I think that would be at least for both the men and for all sports. I think
I
NIU would benefit off of moving to the American.
I also
conference.
think the money that the university would draw by being in a bigger conference by having those fans come here and spend all the extra money on the college football games.
Definitely, and
because a lot of the Texas, those fans travel. Oklahoma, those fans travel. They'll come here and they'll spend their money in NIU.
And also the AAC, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, they're like one of the last conferences to get into like we don't call it the BCS anymore, but those bigger time bowls. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, NIU football has been pretty good in the MAC. They've been pretty much dominating the MAC. Might as well move up into a conference.
We won the MAC how many years? Basically, the season I had the best record in the MAC for a long time.
A long time.
We our only team that ever competed with us is Toledo.
Year after year.
We always kind of get them. So
I mean, it's about time for them to move to a bigger conference. Even though we're a small school, it's about time. I mean, they've shown that they've gone to the Orange Bowl. They've won their conference year after year after year.
And I think this is an exciting year in college basketball as a whole because there's not that one dominant team. You can see when you watch.
I don't even know.
Man, filling out your bracket is going to be very difficult.
I don't even know who to pick. And my bracket's going to be all jacked up. I'm tournament time.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you're talking about, whoa, I picked that team. That was a zinger.
The guy who's off, the one guy, I can't remember his name right now. He's offering $1 billion if you can get every pick in the first 2 rounds right.
That would be awesome.
If you get the first 2 rounds, he's not even asking for the whole thing. Just the first 2.
That would be
that's
awesome.
How confident he is that nobody can do it.
Wow, that would be awesome. Man,
one time I did a bracket. I think it was Jabari's. Only long
2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. And I did a bracket, and I picked every game right up until that one.
Ooh.
Up until Mercer put out Duke, and I'm all like, bruh, you just cost me like $1 million.
Yeah. Yup.
Because I was perfect until that game.
That's what those brackets are. So we're gonna transition over to the NBA. So we haven't really talked a lot about the Warriors here on this podcast, but we're going to today.
Oh, let's talk about the Warriors. Let's make this a topic.
Okay, first of all, I'm still not 100% sure they're going to break the Bulls record. They still got 3 with San Antonio.
I'm pretty sure
they got 3 with San Antonio and 2 with OKC though.
No, they got 1 with the Clippers and 3 with San Antonio.
Okay.
I'm just thinking they're going to lose.
They swept OKC already.
Yeah.
So then they play Houston maybe one time.
They got them one more time. They got
Houston. Do they play the Clippers? How many times do they play the Clippers?
I got one more game with the Clippers.
One more game.
Okay.
Now let's think
about this. And they got 3 with San Antonio still.
About this, Huff.
They still got 3 with San Antonio.
Rest.
Yeah, eventually. But I think the Warriors, because they don't play their minute, because their bench is ridiculous.
I know their bench is the one.
Their bench is a starting 5, right?
Yeah,
you could take the Golden State Warriors bench and put it on the start, put it on the.
And they might
Sixers.
be a playoff team.
You put that bench on the Sixers team,
and they might be a playoff team.
Of the Eastern Conference.
Might be a playoff team.
Sean Livingston, Iguodala, Libosa,
Harrison Barnes,
Maurice Spates.
Harrison Barnes comes out the bench.
Iggy did used to play for Philly, and when he was in Philly, they.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, and then since Iggy left, they haven't been a playoff team.
Well, it's because they're tanking for various reasons.
Oh yeah, well we also could see that. I mean, I could almost sort of see the Bulls.
My thing is like if Golden State breaks that record, if they go 73-9,
then they don't win the champion. They gotta win the championship.
No, don't compare them to the '96 Bulls.
No, they're in their own category.
No, you have to.
You can't. They're in their own category.
You can't. One, because they're
just that great team.
You can't say that Warriors team is better because it's 2 different styles of basketball. It's if Jordan went 72-10 in a league where you could pretty much do anything but kill somebody.
Yeah.
This like today's NBA is so soft.
It's soft as.
It's so soft. If you
soft as.
Like I'm
butter.
Like, when Lance
Like
Stevenson booing LeBron, I'm surprised he wasn't called for a foul. It's that soft.
I mean, look, TJ. Hey, I've been ranting about this for weeks. I mean, nobody
so
when Steph, nobody pressures Steph up court. Nobody gets into his chest.
No,
nobody takes the ball, designs a scheme to take the ball out his hands.
Because here's the thing: in order to get the ball out of his hands, you got to double Steph Curry. And when you double Steph Curry, you leave all those other guys. Those guys, like their whole lineup, their whole everybody on their roster is just like they don't have.
I think teams need to do this. You put your best player on Steph Curry every night. Your best defender on Steph. If you got a better defender than your best player, you put him on Steph Curry every night. Because he's dropping 30 on him every night.
Like, if you double him, I'm okay with anyone not named Curry or Thompson
touching the ball. Yeah, Draymond Green, I'm not really scared.
If Draymond Green hits a three, I'll live with that. If Iguodala hits a three, I can definitely live with that.
That's the problem. Those guys are hitting threes. If those guys weren't hitting threes, they wouldn't have this much success.
Not to mention those guys can handle the basketball, so they get you off the dribble, and then when they collapsing offense, they dish it to somebody else. Like it's just like the way that roster is set up, it's absurd.
And the problem is, people think, oh, Golden State, they're going to win championships for a long time. No, they're not. This is just a phase. This fad is going to die out. Yes, it is. Because you got guys that are sitting on that bench. Bo Bosa gonna retire soon. He's getting up there in years. Iguodala gonna be gone, so he's getting up there in years.
Look how fast
Andrew
the big
Bogut
three
getting up
phase
there
died
in
out.
years. Exactly.
Look how fast that died out.
What did?
The big three phase. Look how fast.
Your main contributors.
Look how fast. Died out. How has the big three died out? Where like they're still playing together, quote unquote big threes. They're still looking for the quote unquote big threes.
And they're still waiting for Harrison Barnes to actually break out. This guy looks like he's gonna be what he is for the rest of his career. A 3-and-D type of guy. They want Harrison Barnes to be that superstar type of player, and he's not.
When you watch Golden State, like you watch
amazing right now.
When you watch them compared to like any other team in the NBA right now, you watch their offense and how effortlessly it looks like they're able to score without.
That's another thing that irritates me. I'm sorry.
To cut you off. When you watch the Thunder, like they have two players that should be able to get their shot whenever they want, but they still struggle to score. Like they use that high pick and roll ball screen and they do go ISO.
Times.
Yeah, they run the same thing over and over again.
They legit did that 48 times when they played.
When you got Russell Westbrook,
OKC.
And then you watch Golden State. There's like the ball moved, the fluid, and like they're constantly moving the ball.
Like, my thing is like everyone's like every person that works for ABC, ESPN, like they're like praising Golden State for their ball movement like they've never seen it before. I'm all like, have y'all not watched the Spurs over the last?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Spurs move the ball like that all the time. I mean, they got that from the Spurs.
Really? Like y'all gonna talk about Golden State ball movement?
3-second offense. Yeah.
Y'all gonna talk about Golden State ball movement?
They took a lot of that stuff. That 3-second offense from the Spurs in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how can y'all talk about Golden State? Oh, we've never seen ball moving like this before. Like the Spurs do this.
You've never seen
every day. You've never seen like 3-point shooting like this before.
I mean,
but don't talk
Steph
about no ball
pulls up
movement.
from half court and makes shots. I mean, that's unguardable.
They had a stat where he's I think he's 59% from 28 feet and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 50.
You got when you. I still believe when you play Steph Curry all game long, you gotta press him up the floor.
You gotta be physical.
You gotta be physical with that man. You gotta wear him out over the game.
Like you gotta be as physical as they will allow you to be.
As physical as this NBA is gonna allow you to be to the maximum with Steph Curry. You gotta wear him down by the fourth quarter. That dude's legs gotta be tired from trying to get away from you.
He's got the handle he has. He just makes people miss and like I don't know, man. Steph Curry is. He's like rewriting basketball right now.
The handle, yeah, but dude, when he goes to the hole, these guys don't even. If he's coming up to the hole, this little pig squeak, put him to the floor. Put him to the floor. Stop letting this guy get easy layups like that. That's a little dude.
And if we
put him to the floor. By this time, Allen Iverson already had like 2 broken bones and 5 hamstring pulls. I mean, come on, put this boy to the floor. You gotta make him feel you. You can't just let this guy do whatever he wants. That's the problem with teams. And then the thing is, everybody's friend in the league. Everybody hangs out on the offseason. Everybody doesn't hate each. But still, everybody does it.
Team USA's fault.
Team USA brings all. I mean, I still think Team USA, that's an amateur game. The Olympics are an amateur sport. You need to let college athletes play in the Olympic Games, not these professional athletes.
But the problem with that was other countries were using their pro athletes, so that was.
And they shouldn't.
Who cares? What do you mean?
It wasn't fair.
We should be
It doesn't matter.
Dave, it was dudes your age going up against 18, 19-year-old kids.
So what? It makes it more interesting. At least we can see Lithuania probably win a gold medal. Who cares if we win a gold medal? Like, we already know. We do, but we got the NBA. We got the best league in the world. Who cares if USA wins a gold medal every year in basketball? Come on.
Every 4 years.
That's some BS.
We do.
I actually care less. I barely even watch Olympic basketball.
And the Olympics are a joke. The Olympics are a joke. I mean, this is all for money, man. These guys are so rich. They're making so much money. These athletes aren't making anything compared to what these guys are making on the committee. It's ridiculous. The FIFA should be ashamed.
Well, that's not FIFA.
And FIFA and the Olympic Committee should be ashamed too. I'm just naming people.
All right,
naming stuff.
Putting people on blast.
Putting people on blast. Definitely.
So we all think that Golden State's gonna. I don't think Golden State's gonna. I think they're gonna lose 5 games. I think it's gonna happen.
Like they're gonna lose 5 games in the next 22.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case is.
At worst, at worst they tie it.
I think they're gonna lose 2 to San Antonio. They might lose 1 to.
At worst, they tie it.
Yeah. I don't think they can lose anymore. Like, what if they don't lose another game for the rest of the season? Like, what would this? And then they go on to win the title. Like, this would be the greatest season.
Because what are they? 50.
They got 5 losses right now, so whatever that would be.
They are going to
They're 55
not
and
lose
5.
5 losses in the next
They're
20 or something games.
Okay, so let's say they don't lose another game for the rest of the season. Like, they end the season with 5 losses.
They're probably going to be 74-8. I go 74-8.
And then they go on to win the title. Where does the season rank all time?
One of the greatest.
Is it the greatest?
That's for us to decide. You can either rate the Bulls season as the greatest, the Miami Dolphins, the 72 Dolphins, going undefeated, winning the Super Bowl.
I think the football thing is more impressive than anything.
I think that is more impressive than
I don't know.
No,
I
don't think so.
I mean, like,
I
don't know if like Brittany Griner's Baylor team going 40-0. Hey, that's
I
impressive.
know, but like, come on,
that is impressive. You went 40-0.
Like a lot of college.
I don't care.
UConn like hasn't lost the game in the last 2 years.
You went
Women's
40-0.
team. Oh my!
And won the whole. You did.
Brianna Stewart looks like she makes every shot she throws out.
There's just not enough. There's not enough parity for me in college basketball women's side. Well, it's just there's like 2 really good teams and they just kind of win all the time.
Pat Summitt had some really great seasons at Tennessee.
There's like UConn, really, and there's like UConn, and there's like Notre Dame, and then there's like everybody else.
That is true. Anyways, now these days, I guess.
I mean, like,
it's not like college basketball.
If they were to not lose a game for the rest of the season, and what'd you say is they go like if they used to go. Let's say they went 74-8 and
I said 74-8.
Won the whole. You did and
they won the whole thing. Are you talking about NBA or just all sports in general?
We can either one.
I think in the NBA it's
the greatest season ever.
I think in the NBA it's a top 3 season ever. You could debate on.
And I think their players are going to clear house when it comes to awards.
Steph's gonna win MVP.
He back-to-back MVP.
I think he could win the most improved player.
Iguodala could win 6th man of the year.
Draymond Green could win most improved.
No, I think we'll talk about that in a second.
He's an all-star. I mean, come on, you all-star this year. He's got to win most improved.
I think
this year.
We'll talk about that in a minute. So
let's do it right now.
Let's talk about the Bulls first.
We can talk about the Bulls.
Yeah,
let's talk about the Bulls.
So Jimmy Butler's supposed to come back today.
Okay.
And how do we feel? Man, I wish they would just shut him down. I wish they would just shut everybody down.
I wish the Bulls could just tank and go to the Ben Simmons sweepstakes.
They already won too many games.
One of my guys.
If they could tank out.
One of my.
They already
14. I mean, if they drop out 14, we could get that Derrick Rose compliment.
Nah, dude, I don't think.
One of my guys was like he would take Giannis over Jimmy Butler.
What?
Yes.
Giannis over Jimmy?
I don't know about Giannis.
I like Giannis' skill set.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's been killing it lately.
Wouldn't go that far.
That boy cannot shoot.
He's had 2 triple-doubles in the last 5 games, and he had 27, 9, and 10, or 27, 9, and 12 last night.
You know what, though? I mean, your friend might have a point. I mean,
he ain't got no point.
He might have a point. Look. Giannis is tall, athletic, handles the ball like a point guard. The only thing about his game, people sag off, and he can't shoot. But that's something that you can fix in the NBA. He's so young. He's like, what, 21, 22 years old?
20. Yeah, this is only his 3rd season.
This dude can learn how to shoot. He can learn how to shoot. He doesn't look at Serge Ibaka. When he first came in the league, he didn't know how to shoot. He learned how to shoot.
He's a better player than Ibaka now, probably.
Giannis, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he blocks shots as well too, and he assists and he rebounds and he can score. You know, in transition,
he can handle the basketball.
I think in transition, him and LeBron up there. Giannis in transition, I think is equally as scary as, not equally, but just a little bit scary. Now, than LeBron James in transition.
Yeah.
If you're a man and you see Giannis or LeBron James coming at you, you're like, how am I gonna stop this guy?
I'm taking one for the team.
One of them's like a train, and the other one, or Kevin Durant. You could throw Kevin Durant in there too.
I'm a Kirk Heinrich both. I'm just gonna wrap my arms.
Giannis will dunk over you.
No, that was dunk with Durant.
Or lay it over you, or do something over you.
Tackled LeBron.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the charge foul that Durant tried to draw a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna pull a Captain Kirk. I'm just gonna wrap my arms around you. If I'm going down,
I miss Captain Kirk.
You coming down with me.
I wish Captain Kirk was still.
Yeah, they should have just left him a Bull and then released him and said, "Hey, if you want to retire, retire a Bull."
And they're gonna have his number upstairs.
Yeah, now he's playing for the Hawks.
Might as well.
He doesn't really play.
Yeah, I guess
they got a bunch of point guards on that team already.
Yeah, he's just there to keep them in check. Yeah,
he's a good locker room guy. So
yeah, he's a good locker room guy.
So you think the Bulls are gonna make the playoffs, or?
I hope they don't, so they can wake up. So guard packs, whatever the heck you want to call them these days. I heard some really mean names about them these days. They need to realize what they need to do with this.
Not gonna fire them.
I'm telling you, dude.
Reinsdorf don't need to fire him. It's just
he does need to fire
them.
No, they're the president and the GM.
I know.
The only people that can fire them is Jerry Reinsdorf.
I know, but I'm saying
he's not gonna do it.
He's
sitting on his money. He's sitting on his money.
Not making the playoffs can probably strike something into these guys,
no.
and they can change around this roster and build the actual winning team. Spend some money.
No,
here's the thing.
Jerry Reinsdorf will not allow it.
Here's the
thing.
I
know,
I'm telling you, dude.
But with this new deal coming up next year, where the
he's still gonna nickel and dime.
I think
you watch Jerry Reinsdorf nickel and dime his way, dude.
I think we should try to.
We should do a hostile takeover. We should all just show up at the United Center and throw Jerry Reinsdorf out.
I think the Bulls this season. I think this Bulls this offseason. I mean, they could, if they make the playoffs, say like a 6-7 seed, they get like a mid-round pick. If they could grab like a Denzel Valentine or something,
he's gonna be gone by then.
Yeah, I mean, if they could get like 16 or 17 or 18,
he a top 10 pick.
He is not a top 10 pick, man. Come on, man.
He's really good.
All these young studs, man, they're gonna go ahead of him based on potential.
He's a top 10 pick.
Numbers wise, but in the draft wise to the scouts, they're like, this young kid that's like 19 years old has way more potential, I think, and can jump more out the gym than Denzel Valentine.
I think Denzel Valentine's proved that he's already a known commodity.
He's more NBA ready than that 19-year-old person that can jump out of the gym.
I know, but if you look at most mock drafts, he's falling to the teens.
I just don't think he's going to be there. And
because
I would love the Bulls to just not make the playoffs.
Teams fear that he's not as athletic enough.
I think the Wizards are coming. The Wizards are coming. Like they're right there, and I think they're going to get that 8 spot.
Bro, they still need
Nene is about one more injury from getting.
They got John Wall, man. They got
Bradley Beal.
They got Bradley Beal. Bradley Wall's on a minutes restriction.
They talk about the Bulls being injury prone.
These dudes are
the Wizards.
These dudes are
so injury. Like, did I not say it when we first started? I'm all I have faith and watched it, but I don't believe that Wall and Beal will play more than 20 games together.
They haven't really. Bradley Beal's been on a minute restriction basically all season, and they have.
What happened to him that he has to wear the mask?
I don't remember.
He hurt his nose.
I don't remember. But he's on a minute.
He even might have been a broke nose. I don't think it's a face. I don't think it's a broke face. I think it's a nose.
He wears he wears the mask.
He's on a minute restriction, so he can't play more than 30 minutes.
The acquisition of Markieff Morris definitely helps.
They've gotten better since
they could probably get rid of Nene and be like, hey, we got Markieff Morris.
I think he's in a contract for another season.
Playing power forward.
Play him at the 4.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, play him at the 4, have Gortat at the 5. Gortat at the 5. I mean, the NBA is a small ball league anyways. So.
Put Martell Wester at the 3.
I don't think they even have him still.
Yeah, Martell Wester is long gone. He's long gone, sir.
Wouldn't put Otto Porter though.
I love Otto Porter. He's a small forward though. He's too small to play power forward.
Yeah, man. So.
I'm talking about if they just put Morris at the 4, because
Otto Porter starts at the 3 anyways.
Oh, why?
Well, I guess he's a good player. He's a good defender. Besides that one Jimmy Butler play.
So tonight, what do you think was going to happen
against the Bulls and the Rockets? Well, I think Jimmy Butler comes back.
I think we win.
He scores 30, and we beat the Rockets.
What about Taj? What do you think he gives you?
I don't know.
Taj, I mean, he's so expendable. They make it seem like he's not expendable.
He does Taj things. I don't know. He does.
He's so disappointing.
He gets like 8 points, 8 rebounds. He gets a block.
He does things like Noah does, but
not as good.
Score. But he can score better.
Taj
can't pass like Noah.
Can't pass like Noah.
Please. Taj Gibson averages like 8 points a game. Please don't tell you he can score. Like, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, he can score better than Noah can.
Like, that's not saying much at all. That's not saying much at all.
At this point, we all thought Taj was going to be, like, at least in the teens or, like, the 12s coming off the bench.
He started a bunch of games this season, and he still can't get double-digit points.
Still can't get double-digit points. Still can't get double-digit rebounds. Still can't get what you want from him in blocks or steals.
And they're paying him $8 million this season.
Year. I don't know if that's attributed to the coaching style. Or Tom Thibodeau's dictator.
Call him a dictator?
he ran people into the ground. What else do you
call him a dictator?
Tom Thibodeau's dictatorship.
Call him a dictator.
Tom Thibodeau was like sort of dictatorship, which, you know.
We won under that dictator.
I know, but
so did Hitler.
You just compared the Tom Thibodeau.
Why you saying, no, I think you're a little bit far off on that one. But Tom Thibodeau was definitely a dictator in terms of running Luol Deng into the ground. He attributed Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, and now we're looking at it in Jimmy Butler. I mean, yeah, and then he was so known for not using his NBA any of his bench, or like last year. Oh man, Nico was really playing good at the end of the year. Let's just put him on the bench against Cleveland. Let's just keep him on the bench let's shorten up the rotation for 7 players. 7-man rotation. That's all we need. We got all we got. Yeah, dictatorship. Right on there.
Tom Thibodeau was a dictator.
That's so wrong.
That's why they had to get rid of him, man. Sorry to tell everybody, but yeah. But yeah, Fred I don't think is the guy though.
I hope he gets fired.
I hope he does get fired, and I hope they can like hire somebody like Kevin McHale.
Or they hire somebody with like some coaching experience.
Or like
I wanted Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson would be a really good coach for the Bulls.
I think he'd be too much like Tom Thibodeau.
How you figure?
His offense,
he's come from Tom Thibodeau.
Like his offense is just like the same problem with the Tom Thibodeau stuff. All predictable, like all the same offense.
But he's gonna come in. He's gonna, you know what he's gonna do.
I don't think Fred Boy or whatever his scheme is. I don't think he has the players to run whatever scheme that is. Like.
No, the problem is with the Bulls, they're scoring 100 points. They just can't stop nobody. They giving up 100 points, and that's the problem. You need you know this team could score 100 points with the team they got. If you bring in a defensive guy that can morph some of these guys like McDermott into a defender, Tony Snell can defend, but he's a twig out there.
The same problem was with the Warriors until Mark Jackson got there. The Warriors could score 100, but they would give up 100. Mark Jackson comes in, they still score 100, but they stop other people from scoring.
I always feel bad whenever I watch like the Warriors play and they got Mark Jackson.
Commentate? I low key think he's salty. I low key think he's so salty.
Man, if I was him, I'd be like, man, I don't wanna. Like,
I really don't wanna commentate this game. Like
do I have to say? Then he goes there and he talks like he's like, oh yeah, the Warriors are like, man, like this should be your team.
It should definitely be his team. I don't think Steve Kerr is making so much of a difference.
I totally disagree with you, but
I don't think he's making that much of a difference.
You look at
those are Mark Jackson's players.
Yeah, but they play more like Steve Kerr, like how Steve Kerr played than how Mark Jackson played. Like the strict like Steve Kerr, the fun loving.
I could make so many bad assumptions about Steve Kerr, like he just sits in the corner and shoots a 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was a fun-loving guy, you know.
Man, Steve Kerr was a role player on the Bulls.
What are you talking about? Hitting that 3, got him what, 5?
Yeah, he got 3.
Oh yeah, because he got 2. Yeah, he got
2 in San Antonio. Yep.
Yeah, but you know, if you look at Steve Kerr, that Golden State team don't play like the Bulls. They play like the Spurs, and he was under the Spurs.
Yeah, he was under that Popovich tutelage.
Popovich tutelage. Moving that basketball.
7
Keep everybody involved.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, and then if you look at Mark Jackson,
they were run like
defensive team.
You know what's crazy to me? Is everybody's talking about the Warriors and nobody's mentioned a damn thing about San Antonio. They got 9 losses.
Yeah, I know. They could 9. They could break the Bulls record too. They could break the Bulls record too.
Lost the game at home.
What if you had 2 teams? What if San Antonio went undefeated
for the rest of the season?
For the rest of the season, they didn't lose a game, and they ended 73-9. Golden State maybe 74-8. That has to be the greatest season. Like, what do you say about that NBA season?
And they would have to beat the Warriors 3 times.
To make it
to
the finals.
Yeah.
That would be insane. That would be insane. I think that would never be broken.
Did you watch San Antonio's game against the Pelicans? They were losing by a considerable amount, and then all of a sudden San Antonio was just like, nah, not this day.
It's like wait, hold up.
Yeah, that's man.
And LaMarcus Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard decided, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Kawhi Leonard is, man, he's the silent assassin.
He's probably third MVP right now.
He's really
That's
good.
fair. But one thing I noticed was like it was the second block that Anthony Davis had on Tim Duncan, like that, because you know how Tim Duncan like does that running hook across the middle.
Yeah, and like right after that, the game was over. Like all of a sudden, San Antonio was like, nah.
It was like, I swear to God, it was all like years ago. Like that move was like bread and butter for Tim Duncan. Like he could have did that 100 times. And
he's not hopping like he used to.
100 times. And it's all like it's the fact is like he gave AD a little shimmy move that he had him beat, and then Anthony Davis just came out and just like mine.
Well, Anthony Davis is.
But like you said, after that, game over.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
LaMarcus Aldridge just went on a tear. Like he was.
They must have called the time. They was like, man, let's stop playing with these kids.
Yeah, that first half, man. Yeah, they were coming though.
Yeah,
San Antonio. Yeah, Norris Cole with that steal in the end.
And then San Antonio just shut the door.
Yeah,
quickly.
Definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about some of the awards. MVP.
Steph.
That's done.
Steph. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Number 2 is probably Lillard.
That's fair.
2, 3, Kawhi Leonard.
That's definitely fair. Lillard's like doing it by himself.
That man put up 50
last night. He still
McCollum
lost.
still
22.
Really
He put 50. He put up 50. 22 of that came in the fourth quarter.
Defensive Player of the Year, Kawhi Leonard. Best defensive Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh.
Best defensive player on the best defensive team. I can't think of anybody else I'd even consider giving it to.
Mr. Drummond.
Dude,
Drummond. Give him a little run for his money.
I like Andre.
I like Andre Drummond.
I like Draymond.
I think Kawhi Leonard's gonna run away.
I like Draymond too.
I think Kawhi Leonard. It's his.
This will be his what? This will be back to back with him.
Yeah, it'll probably go to Kawhi because he's what, like top 5 in steals, or he's.
Well, I mean, they're defensively historically good.
Yeah.
I think they're like, if the season were to end today, they'd be like the second highest rated defensive team in the history of the NBA.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
And he's their main staple.
Yeah, like I mean, it's him, and then there's like.
Pretty much all the awards you could say they're kind of wrapped up.
I don't know. I think
who would you give comeback player of the year to?
They don't do that in the NBA.
They don't do that.
It's most improved. I think it's either CJ, Steph Curry,
CJ Miles.
No, CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum.
CJ Miles.
I was gonna say CJ Miles.
CJ Miles.
What about
You know, this is why like people like when people bring up Steph Curry for most improved player of the year, people are like, what? You know, he's
he improved his scoring by 7 points.
8. Yeah, 8.4. Actually, the MVP, the last time the highest amount of points an MVP has averaged, like increased their scoring average by the season after his MVP was only Larry Bird at like 4.8, and Steph Curry is double that.
That is insane.
Double that.
Wow.
So like he's gotten like historically better like this season than he was last season.
Well,
historically better.
If you want you can make the argument for stuff like you can low key say the same thing about Draymond Green because this like last season he averaged 7, now he's like averaging like 14.
That's what I'm saying. You got most improved I think has to go to Draymond.
I think
because he's an all-star.
I think CJ McCollum is just
CJ McCollum ain't no all-star this year.
But he is just as worthy. Like he's. Like, you take Portland and you take away 4 of their starting players and you replace them with like a bunch of CJ McCollum and a bunch of throw-ins, and like they're able to be like the 6th team in the Western Conference. Nobody thought Portland would be in conversation with the playoffs even. Let alone
like legit they had them like a lot of pick.
Yeah. Like they had Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Like who the rest of their starting lineup averages like 10 points a game. Come on,
because going back to that.
Yeah, dude. Like they start Noah Vonleh.
It's gotta go to Draymond, man. It's gotta go to him, man. Look at his numbers, man. He's improved and he's become an all-star this year.
I think CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum goes from averaging nothing to averaging 20.
That's because he didn't get minutes, though.
Yeah, but that's part of the award. Like most of the players, like you basically went from riding the bench and never playing to being like a borderline like you could make the argument he probably should have been an all-star. Him and Damian Lillard, they both should have made the team over some of the scrubs in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Yeah. You right.
Oh
Rookie.
my gosh.
Rookie of the year, Karl Anthony Towns. I think that's done.
The big cat.
I think that's over.
The big cat's got it.
No Russell.
No, dude.
What?
No.
D'Angelo Russell?
Man, put up 39.
Yeah, one game.
Yeah, one game. Wow.
Yeah, one game where he was good.
Wow.
Coming
This guy's
into
a
his
20
own.
He was like riding on the bench for a little while. Like
That's because Byron Scott. I don't know what his problem was. Like I
This
really
dude, Karl
don't.
Anthony Towns, is the real deal.
Karl Anthony Towns is gonna be big time. Like
He's a
Minnesota's going places soon.
Oh yeah, and
They
they're
keep
gonna
that- if
they're
they
gonna get
keep that
another
young core
lottery
together.
pick. They get another lottery pick.
If they keep that,
That's how you're meant to build a team. You're not supposed to build it like Brooklyn. Like
if they keep that young team, if they keep all that young talent
6 man of the
together,
year, Crawford.
he could win it. He easily could win it.
Yeah, he could easily. Yeah,
But
every year. 'Cause
I
he
don't-
puts up big numbers. He gets like 25. 30.
Iguodala.
Either him
I
or
think
Iggy.
Iguodala is gonna get that award because he
I
has
gotta go
been
Crawford.
shooting.
I gotta
He's been shooting
Crawford.
really good from.
This will be his what?
Second, third.
He improved his
Third.
3-point shooting this year.
I just
He's a big main staple of that bench, extending those leads for this Golden State team. Without Iguodala, they wouldn't be in a
I don't think you can.
position.
I don't think you can pick out any one of those players on that Golden State Warrior bench as being more important.
Because you say without Iguodala, they wouldn't be kind of in this position.
Man, you could say that about all the guys on their bench. Without Sean Livingston, they're not in this position. Without Bobosa, they're not in this situation.
I think without Sean Livingston, they'll be
dude.
okay.
Sean Livingston, dude, is an
Without
important player.
Iguodala, that bench is not
Sean,
as good
Sean
as they
Livingston
are.
is the total opposite of Steph Curry. When you put Sean Livingston out there, you have
He
to basically scheme
facilitates.
for something totally different than what Steph Curry is. Because Sean Livingston wants to take you in the post, and he wants to beat you in the post. He wants to
Iguodala
put.
is shooting your threes. He's scoring
Sean
your big
Livingston wants to
buckets
break
off
your
that bench.
defense down.
Sean Livingston is like just as important as Iguodala. All those guys on their bench are equally as important. Like Maurice Spates, even I wouldn't say Maurice Spates, but
I guess we
Bobosa.
tend to disagree about these things.
I mean, that's a big body. You can't never have too many big bodies.
I mean, yeah, but like those three guys at least, Barbosa, Iguodala, and Livingston are all like
I can't
equally.
believe Barbosa still got some speed on him.
They're all equally as
insane.
He's still the blur.
I can't believe
you're like-
Brazilian
You're
blur
like
still.
you're like 36, and it's like you are
Still fast.
Still one of the fastest players in the NBA at 36. It's
And I mean, I don't even know. Like, he's not a good 3-point shooter, but he's even. I mean,
Fast.
Steph Curry is rubbing off
Like-
on these dudes.
like,
because
wait.
you see guys that
Like,
can't shoot a lick that
I
are
think-
hitting threes
wait,
this year.
Barbosa is not as good as a 3-point shooter as he used to be. Cause like that's not like when he was in Phoenix, he wasn't torching that much because he was.
He was torching it.
I think his game has become more mainstream than it was when he was in Phoenix because they're on TV a lot more. People are seeing him play.
No. When Barbosa back in the day was like
The blur.
the black man with Steve Nash and Amari
The Brazilian
Stoudemire,
blur.
those guys. I mean, Steph Curry. I said this the other day. Steph Curry is going to do what Steve Nash should have did. He's going to do what Steve Nash should have did.
I
When
think he
back-to-back MVPs, Steve Nash went to Western Conference Finals, lost to the Spurs, and he lost to the Mavericks the year before. And Steph Curry is going to win 2 MVPs back-to-back. He's going to win 2 finals, and Steve Nash should have did that.
I don't think they're going to win the finals this year. I think the West is. I think San Antonio, man.
It's gonna be tougher.
San Antonio.
Nah, man. Golden State's going to win.
San Antonio.
San Antonio cannot keep up with Golden State. They're so old.
Do you realize they signed Kevin Martin today? Yesterday? They got
They
Kevin
didn't.
Martin? Yeah.
Oh my god.
San Antonio Spurs?
Yeah, they got
Are they
Kevin-
going to find any time for him like they do
Yeah.
David West?
I don't-
They're so like Manu Ginobili's coming back from testicular
Yeah.
surgery.
Dude, no,
How's he gonna
they
be?
signed Kevin Martin yesterday, so they're gonna have all these shooters all over the place.
And
Like,
Kevin Martin can give you 30.
Kevin Martin
Easily.
hasn't given you 30 consistently in a
He can
long
get-
time.
but yeah,
He's
you
on
don't need to
Minnesota.
do it.
Houston
You don't-
Rockets
You don't
days.
need to do it consistently. You just need to do it once. Like
Kevin Martin
Kevin-
hasn't been that great
Kevin
since
Martin
Houston
can,
Rockets
like,
days.
but you
He
act
was
like
pretty
but
good in
that's
Oklahoma
the
City.
thing. You act like he can't do it. Kevin Martin, if you sleep on Kevin Martin, will eat you for 30.
He's
Easily.
a very good 3-point shooter.
Quirky shooting motion.
Yeah.
It's
Kevin
so
Martin.
weird.
Yeah.
He's just like
But it go in.
shoot from the hip.
Coach of the year.
Oh
Terry
man,
Stotts. Period.
Portland.
Terry's yeah.
Or Brad
man.
Stevens. 1 to 2.
Brad Stevens.
I'm with Brad.
Stevens. I'm going Brad
It's
Stevens.
not like
and
we-
if I could give it to somebody, it would
Luke.
be Luke.
Luke.
It would be Luke. But
Nah,
they're
dude.
so wrong for
No,
not
no,
giving that man wins.
Yeah, I like Brad Stevens. Like
Brad
Brad
Stevens or
Stevens.
Terry Stott.
Like talk about patience.
I think Brad-
Stevens has turned up.
Yeah, but
Brad
everybody
Stevens.
kind of thought Boston would be a playoff team. I think what Terry Stotts has done with that Portland team is even more impressive.
But But I think, yeah. I think with Portland, because you thought Portland was gonna be like a last place team.
Yeah, because he replaced four starters with Noah Vonleh and whoever's played power forward and who plays small forward. Who plays all those positions?
Miles Leonard, Miles Plumlee.
Al-Farouq Amino is their starting.
Noah Vonleh starts at center.
Al-Farouq Amino, Noah Vonleh. Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum,
and the way he's
some other names,
and the way he's been able to stagger those players, like his stars, to keep those guys on the keep C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard on the court at all times.
Oh, Alan Crabbe's been pretty good.
I think he leads the league in field goal percentage outside mid-range.
Alan Crabbe's been a big pickup. Gerald Henderson's on that team.
Yeah, he came over with the Hornets with Noah Vonleh.
Yeah.
And that Batum deal.
Yeah, so you know.
You were talking about a team that's really peaking at the right time. Charlotte, they're 8-2 in the last 10.
Yeah.
And Kemba Walker went 50 last night.
They're gonna be an early first round exit.
No, I mean they're gonna be a 5. They're gonna be a 5 or 6 seed. I mean they could give.
They're gonna be.
They could give Boston trouble in a 7-game series.
Charlotte could give anybody some trouble.
Yeah, they got a good point guard.
Just like Boston can get.
They got a playmaking small forward.
It's like
too young. They got Big Al.
It's like Big Al. He hasn't even played all year, man.
Yeah, but he's back now.
Who cares? He hasn't played all year. He just came back. You're talking about. I mean, you got these guys. You got Zeller. You got Kemba. You got Kemba. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's a first round exit. He's gonna be a first round exit this year.
I think they could get Boston in trouble if they end up with Boston.
No, Boston's gonna. This is the year Boston's gonna be back. They're probably gonna go to Eastern Conference Finals this year. I guarantee Boston. If they could get Toronto, if they could get Toronto that second round, they are going to beat Toronto.
If it's a Boston-Charlotte first-round matchup, I have no problem watching that.
I got Charlotte, man. I think Charlotte can get them.
I have no problem.
I don't think Boston has somebody who can guard Al Jefferson. No, Al Jefferson, and they play good defense in Charlotte.
Are you serious? They're gonna stretch out. They're gonna stretch them out. Jared Sullinger could be by the 3.
Oh, Jared Sullinger.
This guy,
Don't give me this Jared Sullinger, man.
Could be at the 3.
You forget they got Amir Johnson.
I didn't forget.
You didn't forget they got Amir Johnson.
We gonna see Isaiah Thomas and Kemba Walker go
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 2 small guards. They're gonna be shooting. They're gonna each average 30 in
Toronto
series.
gave a bunch of money to Mari Carroll, who hasn't really even played it. Imagine when they get him back to be their small forward.
When they is he gonna play like a Mike Dunleavy? Oh yeah, this big thing. Mike Dunleavy's coming back. He's gonna save our season for the. What was it? The second time?
We're like 9-12.
And he hasn't done jack. He hasn't done jack. And the Bulls have given up 100 points the last 15 games.
15 games.
Wow, that's like a record last 30 years. It's ridiculous. So,
we'll get more into basketball stuff next week. Let's transition over to the NFL draft. So a couple of guys that were really high on people's boards actually fell because of their 40 times. Like Joey Bosa fell a little bit. I guess he ran a 4.8 in the 40, and everybody expected him to run like a 4.5, 4.6 kind of time. So he fell a little bit in mock drafts. Man, I feel like this draft doesn't have as many surefire I feel like there could be a lot of busts in this draft.
Did you hear about that story about Eli Apple?
Yeah.
In the interview with the Falcons, they asked him if he was gay.
They asked him if he liked men.
If he liked men. He was like, what?
Because he's like in Atlanta, there's a lot of that out there.
There's definitely a lot of that out there.
He wanted to see how he would respond, but...
Yeah. But I think that was a little uncomfortable. I mean, you don't...
It's illegal.
Come on, you don't say that in no
It's illegal. It's illegal to discriminate based on sexual orientation. Especially in New York.
That's bad. That's a bad look for Atlanta, man.
Yeah, I guess they're going to have to fire whoever is the one.
He's definitely getting the axe.
You can also say that, you really can't, I don't know if you would fire him, but supposedly there were 2 or 3 analysts that got caught when
I don't think that was
making fun of Carson Wentz.
They weren't making fun of him. It was more making fun of the Browns. They're like, oh, here comes the next future former Browns quarterback. I think that they were making more fun of the Browns than they were of actually Carson Wentz as an organization.
Now, I don't know. I'm looking at one of these guys' mock drafts. I don't know which guy this is, but on one of these mock drafts on NFL.com. Why would you have Paxton Lynch or Jared Goff going to Oakland unless they're gonna use that as trade? Unless you're gonna use that as trade bait. Why would you?
This can't be right, dude.
Why would you think Oakland is gonna pick?
They're not taking a receiver either.
Why would you think they're gonna take a quarterback and Paxton Lynch or Jared Goff? What's wrong with some of these guys? Unless it's gonna be trade
Why not
bait.
Draft another receiver?
No.
I mean, they could probably draft.
If you're Oakland, why not? If you're Oakland,
if you're Oakland, not taking a quarterback.
If you're Oakland, why not grab another receiver?
I think this is messed up.
They could probably draft the quarterback, get an early second round, and
if you're Oakland, why not draft another receiver?
I just think you got Amari Cooper, and you got some other guys that are decent
Michael
on your roster.
Yeah,
you got some decent guys on your roster. That's not. I don't think that's a glaring need.
Else?
Exactly.
Who else?
I got
exactly.
They got Michael Crabtree. They got I'm not gonna start him out first. They got Amari Cooper first,
okay.
and then they got Michael Crabtree.
And they got Michael Rivera as the tight end.
Michael
Rivera.
Who?
Oh, isn't that the girl from Glee that isn't that her brother? The girl that used to date Big Sean.
I don't know.
That's her brother.
Is it?
That the girl from Glee.
Oh, I know you're talking about. That's her brother.
That's her brother. Yeah. Whatever her name.
Michael Rivera.
Yeah, that's her
sister
brother.
more famous than you, bro.
Right. But hey, man, so hey.
Hold on. All right, we're good.
Yeah, so I mean,
like why not? Like
if they draft, Laquan Treadwell looks really good at that spot. I mean,
they have more needs elsewhere. They need corner help. Bad.
It's Oakland. They need help. Period.
I think Washington.
Denver's going to take a step back, and who knows what San Diego is going to be from year to year. I mean, they could legitimately compete
Baltimore. Why would Baltimore go get a quarterback?
I mean, they got Joe Flacco coming off that ACL. You never know what he's going to be like.
After your backup?
If you're Green Bay, what would you like? You're a Green Bay fan.
I'm a Green Bay fan.
What would you like to see in Green Bay? I'm gonna read you off the options right here.
Okay.
One mock draft has Robert Kimdichie. The next one has Will Fuller. The next one has Kendall Fuller.
Who's Kendall Fuller?
Cornerback from Virginia Tech.
Is he the brother of?
He's the brother of Kyle Fuller. If he's the brother of Kyle Fuller, I like that pedigree right there.
Kyle Fuller hasn't been all that good, bro.
And Cody Whitehair, who's a
Cody what?
Whitehair. He's an offensive lineman from Kansas State.
You guys need.
He played for Kansas State.
Yeah,
they weren't so good this year.
But y'all need O-line help.
We need O-line help. I think I like Will Fuller. Will Fuller. I like Will Fuller because something about Robert Kimdichie rubs me wrong a little bit. His off the field distractions for Robert Kimdichie. He's a great player, off the charts, top 10 type of player.
All right, Bears. We got the 11th pick.
I'd like to see them get that offensive tackle from Washington State.
First mock draft has
Stanley, whatever.
Sheldon Rankins, a DT from Louisville.
Don't know who he is.
The next one has Jaron Reed, a DT from Bama.
One of those front seven guys from Alabama.
The third one has Sheldon Rankins again, and then the last one has Kevin Dodd, DN from Clemson. And I saw.
Shaq Mason? Is he already gone?
Shaq Lawson.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson.
Yeah, he's at
the
9.
Giants.
He's going one guy has him going 9th to Tampa. The next guy has him going 9th to Tampa. The first 3 guys. All 4 of them have him going 9th to Tampa. But I saw McShay's because you know how they have. He said something about the Bears actually getting Shaq Lawson falling to 11.
Man, that would be
insane because
nice.
I saw one that said Miles Jack coming. I'm like, I don't want Miles Jack because he left school hurt. Like, he declared for the draft.
That's why I hope they don't actually, for some reason, they don't get that guy from Notre Dame.
Like, how was Miles Jack a top 5 pick when he was hurt? Like, that, no.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that, where that happens. Like, at the running backs, look at Todd Gurley was injured last year. And he was still a top 10 pick.
Still
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Bears, you guys need a lot of help.
We need a lot of help. You guys need a lot of help too.
We made the playoffs. The Packers
You made it.
Playoffs.
You made it in the NFC.
Yeah, but we're gonna get Jordy Nelson back. We got Randall Cobb. We got James Jones. We got veteran wide receivers. You think he's gonna be gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
They
already released him. Wait, if they will, then you go get a wide receiver. Will Fuller, he's fast.
I don't think you guys need a wide receiver. That's not a glaring need. You guys have a bunch.
I think wide receiver in the first round, maybe not. Maybe you could go get a speedy guy in the second round.
Get somebody later.
But you can also get a big offensive lineman in the second round.
They need somebody to protect.
They got to protect the second round.
The Packers need to protect the franchise.
What y'all need to do is make
sure
Eddie Lacy drop
we were a great play of Larry Fitzgerald from going
where?
Going where?
Going to Carolina. Not to get what we'll give. Give us a chance. Wait, you guys gotta look, man. Hey, those 2 Hail Mary plays.
The first one shouldn't even happen.
Those 2
because
Hail Mary
turned
plays
into the face
are
mask.
one of the greatest things you guys have ever seen with your eyes. Okay.
Why?
Aaron Rodgers going to his left, straightening up, firing it out.
The one
on a drop of a dime.
The one in Arizona was more
straight
legit
to your no-name wide receiver.
It was a legit Hail
That
Mary.
was a face mask, first of all.
That
was a face mask. By rule, that's a face
He
mask.
turned into it.
He had that by rule.
You have to grasp. You have to grasp.
My thumb. If my thumb hits your face mask, it's not a face mask. I'm not grabbing it. I'm not twisting it. My thumb touched your face mask.
But it was the action. It was his body action when he was.
And Aaron Rodgers turned into it.
He was going. He was going for that face mask. And then.
Aaron Rodgers
got that shoulder pad.
Aaron Rodgers turned into
it.
The rule is very clear. You have to, but that's why the lines are the lines. Why even put yourself in that situation?
It doesn't matter. If I'm the Packers, man, you guys got
to end the game. You're trying to end the game.
Yeah, you don't even need to tackle him. Just let him.
Packers got to do something to move up in this draft to go get one of these defensive studs, though.
No, they don't.
I think they need to do that. I think they need to go.
What do you give up?
They need to give up. If it takes for all three of their picks, the first 3-round picks, to go get a good. Yes, to go get a stud like a Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa's gonna be.
Or a Miles Jack.
What if you trade like?
I would trade 2 picks to move up in the draft to go get a stud defensive corner or a stud defensive linebacker.
This would be super fun.
I don't care what you guys say.
Really super fun. You ready to do something super fun?
Yes, sir.
So you trade Aaron Rodgers to the Titans.
No.
For that first pick.
For Marcus Mariota?
And Marcus Mariota. For the first overall pick and Marcus Mariota.
I would hike my way to Green Bay and burn down the stadium or something. I don't know what I would do. I would go crazy.
I would like literally pay to watch that.
I would go crazy.
I would win like documents.
That is not what I would want to see. I would hate to see that.
I would film the
Marcus Mariota. You're gonna have Marcus Mariota and do whatever you want.
It's since every Packers, they got like those, fans could be owners with like owners, in a way. So we would probably be really mad at that decision. We'd be really mad at that decision.
Young Marcus Mariota
and that would not happen in a million years. So we're not trading for Marcus Mariota.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
I don't know. This draft doesn't seem as deep as ones I remember in the past.
It's not. I don't even know half these guys, man. It's kind of embarrassing, in a way. But hey, man, if I'm looking at you, you're a front 7 guy from Alabama. I want to pick you. If I'm looking, if I'm looking at you, you're a front 7 guy that you went to Clemson. I'm looking at you. If you're a guy that went to Florida State, definitely I'm looking at you. If you went to Notre Dame, definitely I'm looking at you. It doesn't matter what your name is. You look at these teams that I'm naming off collectively, defensively, units wise, they were off the charts.
Defensive player. You went to Ohio
Georgia.
State. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, I mean,
Ezekiel. You think he goes in the first round?
Any guy that comes from the SEC that they're rating in the top 10, I'm looking at you because you came from the SEC. You saw that
in the first round.
No. I would never ever draft a running back in the first round ever.
You said that last year.
Derrick Henry declared, right?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, he did.
He declared that they're saying he's going to be a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a running back. I think the days of the running back getting picked top 10 is over. They're over.
Agree.
Running backs are too much. I mean, look at Matt Forte. I mean, he still got something left in the tank. But since the Bears, they drafted Kadeem Carey and they drafted Jeremy Langford. And they saw how good they played together. Mm-hmm. They're like, we're paying these guys cheap salary. We're gonna dump your big salary. See what Jeremy Langford turns into. Kadeem Carey change the pace back. It's gonna work out for us. Win-win situation. You're gonna move on, get a big contract.
Kadeem Carey is I don't know what to call it because he has enough strength to power through the line. Yeah. And he also has enough speed to outrun you.
Well, at this point, I would think that.
Man, I don't think
learn to run through the tackles.
Kadeem Carey, I don't think is anything special. I think is at best.
Jeremy Langford, I like Jeremy Langford.
Got to catch the ball.
Nice. I just don't.
He could catch. He could catch out the backfield.
He had a couple of really bad drops last
season.
Catch the
ball.
I mean,
you got to catch the ball.
He had that drop against Minnesota that ended up costing us the game.
I heard
if you're going to replace Forte, once you're going to be out there to catch the ball.
I heard rumors the Bears are simply cleaning house. And one of the big parts of cleaning house is getting rid of Marty Bennett.
Well, yeah, but
they're talking about
he's
got to go.
He's been
talking about he's got to go.
He's been a headache since he's came.
Corn.
I mean, he's got to go. That's what they're saying. He's got to go.
Causing fights in training camp and
the Bears are looking to get possibly they're that one tight end that was doing pretty good last year. I forget his name. Zach
Miller.
Miller.
Zach Miller always gets hurt every season.
You know, you're probably gonna edge on Zach Miller's success of last year, probably for this year. Alshon Jeffrey, they're banking on Kevin White.
Yeah, we're basically gonna have 2 rookies this year.
But you lose Adam Gase.
Yeah, I mean
that hurt. That's gonna hurt Jay Cutler. He's probably gonna digress.
No, they say like they moved the quarterback coach. To the OC, so.
Or maybe we can get that guy from Detroit.
He was like Adam Gase. Like he's like a second. They say he's like a second Adam Gase. So let's just see.
Maybe we could get that guy from Detroit, Jim Bob Cooter.
No.
Maybe you guys could get Jim Bob Cooter to have Jay Cutler under his tutelage.
Hey, on top of that, we end the show on that one.
Yeah.
Jim Bob Cooter.
We'll see you guys next week. Take care.